On Thursday, February the 4th of 2016 at 10 o'clock in the morning, officials with the U.S. Mint, the U.S. Forest Service, and representatives of the Shawnee Nation officially launched the Shawnee National Forest Garden of the Gods Commemorative Quarter.
We are here today to celebrate the release of the newest America the Beautiful quarter, honoring the Shawnee National Forest and representing the state of Illinois. The Shawnee National Forest is our #1 tourism attraction, and Garden of the Gods is our premier site, with Camel Rock serving as the iconic landmark that is the most explored and photographed by both domestic and international visitors.
Well, thank you. What a great day, what a great opportunity we have here today to be able to recognize the value of this national treasure we have here with the Shawnee National Forest. I'll tell you, when I have an opportunity to come out here, and I have a lot of folks that want me to be at a lot of different places throughout the country each year, but when I heard about the opportunity to be here as part of the launch, I wanted to make sure it was on my schedule, because it's so important. It's so important for us to take these opportunities and pause and reflect on the significance of these national treasures we have of our national forests. As we deal with the changes that are occurring, and whether it's the millions of people that are visiting, whether it's the change in our climate, to understand what we need to do to be able to manage our forests, so not only will you continue to receive all the benefits, that clean air, that clean water, those wonderful recreational settings, those memories that you have from those times having fun out in our national forests, but it takes all of us working together. I also want to recognize the importance of our partnership with the Shawnee tribes. What a difference it makes by working together to be able to share their culture with all of us, so that we have a deeper respect for these lands. Without that partnership, I'll tell you, our job would be much more difficult.
Garden of the Gods. To us Shawnees, the word gods puts a different perspective to our prayers. Number one God is translated Metelemiweta, our Creator. Number two, the plural gods is talking about all of grandfathers that we prayed to, such as the rock, trees, all animals, the sun, moon, wind, and all that the Creator has provided for us. The garden of our grandfathers, the logo on the first U.S. coin was "Mind Your Business." Garden of the Gods was formed by our grandfathers. Rain, wind, sunshine. 320 million years it took. Our Creator has minded His business that long. Thank you, everyone, for making this possible. There is not a word for goodbye in our language. I'll see y'all again.
And as I was listening to my elder George speak in Speak Shawnee, I was struck by that. It's been a long time since these lands have heard the Shawnee language, until recently. And that became possible through the hard work and diligence of some of our tribal leadership. Roy Baldridge, hold your hand up, Roy. I'm going to embarrass Roy. He worked really hard and diligently with the U.S. Forest Service. And so, us Shawnee people, we lived in 20-some eastern states, Illinois being one of them. And as westward expansion started moving our folks further and further west, this area, the Shawnee National Forest, became a highway. Our folks traveled through this. It was a river of people as we moved westward into places like Cape Girardeau, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and even Mexico. And I realized that these lands haven't heard Shawnee in quite some time until recently, and that was through the hard work of the Forest Service and the Shawnee tribe and the Eastern Shawnee tribe, members of the absentee Shawnee tribe. And now that river of people has started to flow backwards into our homeland. And again, the kids get to explore the forest, learn about careers in the Forest Service. And so that, I'm very appreciative of the Forest Service and what they've done in the Shawnee National Forest in particular. So thank you very much. And I also want to thank the Forest Service for inviting us home.
Good morning. Oh, come on, you can do better. Good morning. All right, thank you. Congressman Shimkus can't be with you today because he's in Washington voting, but he really sends his greetings. He's been very excited about this. He's been tweeting about it and social meeting about all this, so it's a very exciting day for Southern Illinois. Sometimes being from Illinois has its challenges, needless to say, in a state where sometimes they think that Southern Illinois starts in Joliet. But today's a day that we get to celebrate Southern Illinois. This is my home. This is Southern Illinois, and I'm proud to be from there. Okay, will you guys all do that for me? All right, great. Because you know what? This is Southern Illinois, and we are proud to be from here. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here today. It's a pleasure to be here today on behalf of my boss, Congressman Mike Boss. I have a statement here to read from the congressman, so I'll start now. It's exciting for me to be a part of the ceremony that debuts the beautiful Shawnee National Forest Quarter as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. The United States Mint began issuing 56 $quarter-dollar coins featuring a design depicting national parks and other national sites as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. Today we celebrate the unveiling of this impressive coin and what it represents, the beauty of one of the most treasured landmarks in the state of Illinois. Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
What does a newspaper publisher from El Dorado, Illinois, who passed away in 1949, have to do with a quarter launch today? To answer that, we need to go back to 1879 to the little town of Ozark, about 30 miles southwest of here, where L.O. Trigg was born. Growing up in the heart of these Shawnee Hills, Trigg came to love the scenic beauty of what he called the Illinois Ozarks. He and 4 other men formed a group called the Illinois Ozarks Reforestation Unit in 1931 with the sole purpose of securing a national forest for Southern Illinois. Starting in 1931 and continuing annually until his death in 1949, Colonel Trigg led 3-day expeditions into the forest showcasing the beauty of his Illinois Ozarks. Camel Rock, and what later became known as Garden of the Gods, was often a part of Trigg's Ozark tour itinerary. I think if Colonel Trigg were still with us today, that great salesman of the Illinois Ozarks would say, "I told you so."
If you ever want to know anything about a quarter, talk to that, or any coin as far as that goes. Talk to those gentlemen back there and this gentleman right here, Mr. Vital. They can answer anything you ever wanted to know. Well, like I say, I was so struck by the artistry. That memory is just fused into my head and has given me appreciation for both art and the coinage that this nation mints. And so our friends at the U.S. Mint have once again met this wonderful standard for artistry in the coin that represents the state of Illinois. And the representation of this beautiful iconic site is, something that's going to get stamped in history. We'll be toting these coins for a long, long time. Like somebody, maybe a young person in times to come will be cleaning out from under a counter and find a quarter stuck to a floor and say, well.
That was recorded on Thursday, February the 4th of 2016 at Southeastern Illinois College, just east of Harrisburg. And hope you enjoyed listening to the ceremony